Most of us treat our pets like one of the family, and we wouldn't dream of deliberately making them suffer. But every year, the Scottish SPCA saves thousands of domestic pets, farm animals, and wildlife from harm and danger. Now the charity is opening its doors to reveal how they rescue Scotland's abused, abandoned, and injured animals. Coming up, a dog without a home to call her own.
You wondering what's going on? You lost your mummy?
And a life or death drama on the A90.
I then saw a lying on the road.
8:30 in the morning at the Scottish SPCA's Dunbartonshire Animal Rescue and Rehoming Centre in Milton. A call about an abandoned dog is really concerning Senior Inspectors Nicky Scott and Billy Linton.
Oh, hi there. I'm calling from the SPCA. You phoned in about the dog. Hi. I take it you've got the keys of the flat. Right. You're there just now. Right. How is the wee dog just now? Oh, right, okay. Apparently the owner's died. The caller's a landlord, and when the landlord has gone into the flat, there's a dog lying there. It's extremely thin and not eating, lying in its bed and not attempting to move, so he's very concerned about it. So we'll be going to that one quite quickly, I would think.
Deer are a growing problem on our roads. They're sociable animals who feed in groups on grass verges and often try to cross crowded highways to find other places to eat. Animal Rescue Officer Emma Phillips has had a call about an adult doe which has been hit by a car on the busy A90 just outside of Edinburgh.
My name's Emma.
Oh, hi.
So whereabouts have we got her?
What happened was, I thought I saw a bit of paper somewhere, saw a car swerve.
Right.
When the car swerved, I then saw her lying on the road, and she struggled up. I would say it was her back legs or
Right, so
pelvis.
right, back legs or
She got over
pelvis.
as far as here, but when I went to go, she's getting upset.
Each year, around 75,000 deer are killed or injured on Britain's roads. Although deer are fragile, many are not killed outright.
I'm just covering her head to keep her a bit quiet.
Emma doesn't have long to assess this one's condition.
She's got a hit to her back here, so I think there's spinal damage there maybe, and there's no breaks to the legs. She's scuffed her neck a bit. Yeah, but she can't walk or anything like that, so unfortunately I'm going to have to put her to sleep, so. Just going to go and get my injection.
Knowing when an animal is so badly injured it has to be put to sleep is vital for inspectors and animal rescue officers. They're given specialist training by vets so they can do it quickly to avoid any more suffering.
I know. Shh, 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 shh. Sir?
Because of the chemicals Emma used, the deer's body has to be taken away for safe disposal.
Right, she went pretty quick.
Yes,
Which was
all you
good.
could do. She would have just suffered.
Yeah, she would have just laid there until
I
she
know.
died or something else got her.
I know, that's why I couldn't have left her. You know.
No, you've done the right thing calling us. Thank you for waiting anyway, that was really nice of you.
Quickly.
Okay, thank you very much now. It is generally the outcome with deers that have been hit by cars, because usually they do get a really major damage caused, so unfortunately the only outcome is to put the deer to sleep. It doesn't distress me too much, as I do know that I'm helping the animal, I'm stopping the animal from suffering, so I'm doing a good job really. It's to help the animal, it's to stop the animal from suffering.
In Knightswood in Glasgow, Senior Inspectors Nicky and Billy have arrived to see their abandoned dog.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, it's okay. You're going to go with us today, are you?
Oh, she's not thin.
No, she's not thin.
Hello, darling.
Yeah.
Do you know her name?
Holly.
Holly.
Holly, yeah.
Hey, Holly.
The owner has
Gorgeous
died,
girl.
and the landlord told Nicky that Holly was abandoned and skinny. But obviously, she's not.
There was no dog faeces in the house.
I think she used to go in the back.
Right, but there was no food or water when you came.
No.
Do you know when the owner died?
I think it was the beginning of March.
It's a confusing story. Who's been looking after Holly?
Right. Are you wondering what's going on? You lost your mummy?
Hello, it's Connie from the Scottish SPCA.
Oh, hello, Connie.
Hiya. I'm going to come out and have a look at the duck and duckling situation at Standard Life.
Animal Rescue Officer Connie O'Neal is on her rounds in Edinburgh. She's been called out to a potentially serious problem with a family who are literally ducks out of water. The mother had her babies on a nearby roof, but she's led them into a bad part of town, and now she needs to find a stretch of water.
If we got to catch the mum and she flies, because they fly from the ground right up. They don't need to run at it like a swan does. Swans are easy to catch that way, because, you know, they're not going to be able to fly before I can get hold of them. Whereas a duckling, or a duck, sorry, that could just straight up in the air and away. Then we're going to be stuck with some ducklings that are orphans.
The Scottish SPCA's Animal Rescue and Rehoming Centre at Cardonald in Glasgow. More than 2,000 animals come through its doors every year. They range from snakes to cats and, of course, dogs. Many of the Society's inspectors and animal rescue officers are based here, along with care assistants who look after the animals and help rehome them. Alan Grant is a senior animal care assistant. He started working with the charity in 1989 as a volunteer and became full-time 2 years later.
Basically, you go into the kennel block, you've got 22 dogs that need you, and basically that's the whole crux of the matter. The animals need you to be here, need you to take care of them better than they have taken care, and that's basically the job satisfaction. That's why you do what I do.
First job of the day, cleaning out the kennels. It's messy, but it's vital to make sure the dogs are kept as healthy as possible.
This is really important because obviously we want to prevent infection, to basically kill any bacteria that are in the kennel. Same idea as a hospital, the cleaner it is, the less chance the dogs have got of picking up cross-infection sort of thing. We've cleaned the outside, we're going to put him into the clean area so we can get his bedding area cleared. So we'll lift the hatch, quite often he'll not go out and he'll want to stay with me, so we'll just see what he does. He's a boy. So we see how he's standing in the bed just now, and I want him to go out. What I'll do is I'll just step into his bed. Go. And quite easily he'll give it up. On you go. Good boy.
After cleaning the kennels, it's time for the dogs to be given their breakfast and any medication they need. It's not as easy as you might think.
OK, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the dog. So I look down the chart, he's on a heap scoop. So basically, get bowl. Got to check the feeding chart to make sure we give them the right diet, because basically all the dogs get different diets, different amount of feeds per day. Some dogs 2 feeds, some dogs 3 feeds, some are on weight gain diets. So we have to check the chart, make sure we've got the right diet for him.
Before a dog is rehomed, Alan has to be sure it'll behave properly in every situation. This includes feeding.
What I'm going to do is going to give him his dinner, but I don't want him to dive straight into his feeding bowl. I want him to give a wee split second where he'll wait, and then I'll give him the command to take it. Just another wee tiny level of control, but it just, again, it's if you're holding his food, you don't want him jumping up, knocking the bowl out your hand. You don't want him scoffing it down too quickly, so it's all just to slow the process down a wee bit. So we'll just make it wait for a split second, then we'll let him eat. There you go. Basically, what we don't want him doing is rushing into his food bowl. We want to make sure that he's happy enough for somebody to be in his environment where he's eating. And as you saw, he gave me respect. He waited till the food was down. Obviously, when he gets rehomed, we've got to think of him being in a home setting where he's in a kitchen or something, maybe children about. They walk by him at his food bowl. He shouldn't react to that, and you can clearly see he doesn't. If I got a reaction there, then we would need to think about it, what we were going to do next, because obviously we can't have him being aggressive over his food. But he's clearly not. He doesn't mind being taken away from his food bowl or that, and that's really what we're looking for.
It's time to take abandoned Collie Cross Holly to the Charities Centre in Milton. But there's a hitch.
No, not okay.
Is that oil?
Go and speak to Mr. Beddy. Because Mr. Beddy's telling us a load of lies. Mr. Beddy, can I have a wee word?
Because Holly's owner has died, it looks like her son will have to sign the dog over for rehoming. But the landlord's told Nikki he doesn't have a contact number. A tip-off has Nikki smelling a rat.
I was just speaking to the neighbour there, and she informed me that you were actually having a relationship with the lady, and you do have the son's telephone number.
Well, I don't have his new one.
Can you give me what you do have, please?
Yeah, sure.
It would have helped us an awful lot if you'd been a wee bit more honest with us when we came in.
Sorry about that.
Is there a reason why you didn't tell me the truth when I came in?
Look, I didn't want to. I'm quite sad about things.
I can understand that, but obviously it helps us. The more information I've got, the more I've got. Okay, what have you got?
Then the story takes another twist.
Were you meant to be looking after the dog?
I've been popping in.
You've been looking after the dog?
I've been popping in and out.
Right, if I get you a signing over form, can you just sign Holly over to us then, and we can get her rehomed?
Because you've been the person responsible for the dog, even though you've not been the owner.
That means there's no need to contact the son. And the task of rehoming Holly can start right away.
I can only apologise. It's very complicated and...
It would just have made things an awful lot easier for us.
To rehome the dog, you know, I mean...
Because I'd have been running about looking for the son and I didn't really need to be.
Well, I apologise.
That's okay, we'll get her rehomed. Thank you. She'll go into one of our welfare centres. She's been signed over, so she'll go for a vet check, and assuming she passes all her vet checks and everything, she'll go up for rehoming. I mean, she's the perfect type of dog that people want to rehome. She's just a nice size.
If everything goes okay with her vet check, Holly will join the many dogs in the charity's care looking for new homes. The society never puts a healthy animal to sleep, but Holly's microchip shows she's 11, so she may have underlying medical problems that aren't obvious. Older dogs are often much harder to rehome, and OAP Holly could be facing months in kennels. Connie has arrived in Edinburgh's financial sector to rescue a family of ducks. But immediately, she spots a major problem.
Oh, that's going to be a bit difficult. The ducklings will scatter when we grab Mum, and we've got to find them in this stuff. She's there. If we take her now, all the ducklings are just going to scatter. We're not going to find them. And they gulls up there are going to eat them. We're safer just leaving her to get on with it and let her walk down to the water, which isn't that far away. I'll come out, leave her alone.
Connie will have to wait until they move together, and that could take all day.
Shame. It would be suicide. For me to take them, it would be murder for me.
But then, the mother decides to make a break for it. Connie doesn't want to spook the family in the open car park. She wants the mother to lead her babies somewhere it'll be easier to trap them all. It's important Connie grabs the mum first, so she doesn't fly off. It's time for Connie to pounce.
Got her. Oh. Right, I've got her and I've got... Can somebody bring me over the basket, please? Good. Right, shut the basket. Right, baby. You've just got to go for it sometimes. OK, I'll release the babies into the water next to Mum so she can see them and let her go. She knows her babies are there, so she'll go and look after them. Be fine. 2 minutes down the road. It's not far.
Holly the Collie Cross is about to get a health check from Scottish SPCA vet Tracy Roger. Although she appears in good shape, at 11 years of age, Holly might have a number of things wrong with her that could make her unsuitable for rehoming.
We're just having a general feel all over the dog's body for any sort of lumps or cuts or anything that you wouldn't really want to miss. Nails are just slightly overgrown, but it's maybe just that she's not been well walked on the concrete recently. Her teeth are actually quite good, so we're looking for sort of gross dental disease, whether or not she needs a dental operation. Always just looking at the eyes, make sure there's no discharge. You know, rehoming possibilities for her are very good. because there's no obvious problems, and she seems like a very docile, nice, steady, older collie bitch, which is good.
That's excellent news for Holly. Now all this lovely OAP needs is someone to offer her a good home. Back at Cardonald, and with breakfast over, the real work of the day begins. Dogs have to be exercised, the on-site vet has a steady stream of patients, and of course, this is one of the places people come to rehome a pet.
Take him on, and obviously...
David Mackenzie and his mum Anne are here to meet Duke, the Johnson American Bulldog we saw earlier.
He's a big tan boy that we were dealing with this morning. This is a customer's own dog, and they have another dog, a Rottweiler.
Alan's concerned Duke might be a bit frisky for them, so he's asked David and Anne to bring their dogs in one at a time to see how they all get on. It's not a dream date for Duke. He's been put in his place by David's American Bulldog, Secura.
It's great watching just the behaviours, how, like, you know, he gets a bit overexcited and she'll barking at him. If you don't know what you're looking at, it can look quite aggressive, but it's not really, it's just her saying to him, hey, calm down. So it's just watching the wee signals sort of thing. That's good as well, both fed close together again, and that's a great, you know, if there's ever going to be a fight or a scuffle, it's going to be when there's food or a toy about.
With Duke and Secura now getting on fine, it's time to bring in Kai, the Rottweiler. She's known to be dominant, and if there's a flashpoint between her and Duke, then he'll have to stay at the centre.
He can be a bit over-exuberant and he can be a bit in your face, and just like she growled there at him just to say, back off. So then we just need to watch how he reacts to her correction, basically. Does he listen to it, or does she have to then step up what she's doing?
Duke and Kai are both friendly dogs, but it seems they're not going to be the best of pals. It's a common issue, but not one that worries Alan too much.
I mean, for the fact they're not going to be living together, that's fine. You know, I mean, if they were going to be living together, we would also be a bit more concerned about the two of them having a wee grump at each other. Secura was barking like that. She just turned in and went, I'm not messing about, and he went, okay. And that was really, that's how you get a different kind of, you know, reaction from him.
It's went really well with the three of them. As I say, they're not actually going to live together, but we want to make sure that they could interact together. This will be my second dog for here, so I'm quite happy with him. He's got a face nobody could like.
I think the most rewarding part of the job's got to be the rehoming of the animals, or working with them and getting them to a stage where they're capable of being rehomed. That's the kind of job satisfaction.
The Water of Leith in Edinburgh's posh Stockbridge area. Animal Rescue Officer Connie O'Neal has brought her family of ducks here to be released.
Right, Mum, stay with me. When I put them in the van to transport them, I put them separately so that the mum wouldn't squash the babies. Now I'm going to put Mum in with the babies and let them walk out together.
Mother ducks are very protective of their young, so Connie's hopeful it'll be a successful reunion.
I'll just scare them to the back of there so I can post Mum through this end. So she's in there with them. I'll zip up that side. She's establishing where they are. And now I'm just gonna let her go. She might fly up into the air, she might just walk. That's the way we wanted it to work. And there they go. Look, one's getting a ride on his back. She'll take them somewhere nice and safe. There's plenty of food here. She might even take them downstream there. They're really cute. And a very happy mummy.
It's a perfect release, and the ducks are back on the water where they belong. After 4 weeks with the Scottish SPCA, there's some good news for Collie Cross Holly.
My 12-and-a-half-year-old border collie, Kelly, died of cancer. I'd had her since I moved in to the house that I live in just now, and I just, felt that I couldn't really live here without having an animal or a dog around, so decided to go down to the cat and dog home at Milton and found Holly and brought her home. Holly, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good girl.
It didn't take long for Holly to bond with Angela and her son Josh, who was also missing a dog in the house.
The best bit about her is sometimes she comes into my room, wakes me up, when I go to bed on my own.
And she looks after you, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her very much.
It's the ideal outcome for 11-year-old Holly.
Come on.
A loving home where she can happily spend the rest of her life.